back to my channel. So as always, I'm gonna do my shop my stash for the month. This looks a little empty. I don't know where everything is, but this is like my everyday makeup drawer. Most of this is project pans. I do have some more project pans over here. They're just a little bit too big. And then over here, I did pull items for my shop my stash last month. And then I have my lip products elsewhere. In terms of the palettes that I pulled, I honestly don't recall, but I do think I pulled this one. This one is the MAC Star Sighting palette in the shade Fuchsia. And then this is what it looks like. My son is in the background, so you might be able to hear him. But anyway, this I did go into, I think at least once or twice. I went into this one and this one. I don't think I really went into the other ones. I also pulled my Sigma Corta Rosa. This one I went into just the once. I think I just went into the mattes, and I did go into Campfire, maybe Belle of the Bull. I'm not entirely sure, but not a favorite of mine, but I did push myself to use it. I also pulled this one, which is my singles palette. This is why I didn't pull from my shop my stash, but I did end up using it. However, I dropped it and smashed everywhere. So I've yet to try and fix that. But that was also out. I think also, I got really confused this month, but because everything kind of got mixed around, but I did use my Jewels and Gem palette from Odin's Eye. This now, however, has a Pan Nose eyeshadow shade. So I did go into this before. This was rolled into my Pan Nose eyeshadows. So this one now is in a different pile, but I did go into it a little bit in terms of the other shades too. So this one is going to stay out. I also pulled this from P. Louise. I am liking these pink tones at the moment, so I don't know. My son is very, very upset that I'm filming. I don't know if I can do this. So I might leave this to the side and pull it if I feel like I'm going to want it again. Maybe I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it out anyway. Another one that I've used a lot is this Nabla Close-Up Pressed Powder. I feel like I'm going to hit pan. I'm going to hit pan in this so quickly. I'm going to have to buy another one of these. I get through these so quickly. But I've already had one of these and I hit pan in it and I had to chuck it because it went bad. This one, thankfully, doesn't smell rotten or anything. So I think I'm going to be able to finish this. But I definitely have used this a lot, to the point now it has quite a big dip there. So I would not be surprised if I hit pan, but I will be rolling it out because I want to pull something new. And then I have my Skin Tint Hydrating Natural Finish Coverage from Essence. This has been fine. It's been a little bit too light, but actually for this month it's been okay. I think a few times last month I did find it a little bit light. I'm going to take this out and use something else, but in terms of the coverage, I think it's good, and also the wear and just how it looks, I think it's quite nice. So that was a win for me. I went into my NYX Fix Stick Concealer quite a bit. That's how much I've used so far. So you do get through this quite fast. I've heard people say that. This is fine. I think it's probably going to be better for me in the summertime, because I have heard people say it's a little bit drying, and I do put it under my eyes. It's a little bit too light to put anywhere else on my face, and I can see how it could be drying in the winter. But anyway, I'm going to roll that one out. I also use this one. I actually use this a few times as a foundation. It works quite nicely as a foundation as opposed to a concealer for me. So this one I have somewhat enjoyed. I still don't enjoy it as a concealer, but I'm about halfway, so you know, getting through that one. I went into my Technique Vitamin C Brightening Primer a few times. This definitely smells like vitamin C tablets. So if you're off put by that scent, you might not enjoy it. I think as a finish on the skin though, it's actually quite pretty. I also went into my Positivity from WhatsUp. This is their new primer that released in August. I went into this a few times. I think this is fine. I didn't have any issues, but I also didn't have too many opinions either. I thought it was just fine. All right, these three, I actually did go into not all of them. I want to say I went into this one, which is the Shushka Baby one. And I went into maybe the purple. I think I went into these two surprisingly and not this one. But these are just the Jelly Mud shadows from Colourpop from their Hocus Pocus 2. So I did use those a little bit. I've been trying to get through my little mini Laura Mercier Acacia can't really tell how much I have left. I think it's just a little less than half of this. I find it really hard to get out because this is such a mini. It's got 3 little holes and it's very hard to get out. So I find this product just frustrating as it is. I think I should roll this into my project pan, to be fair, because I would like to just finish this, but too late. I've already filmed that, so maybe for next time I will roll it in if I remember. And then my MAC blush, I did go into this a few times. I actually went into my finger, and then the last time I used it, I went with a brush. That's why it looks like that. I actually liked using it with a brush. I don't tend to do that with cream, but it was quite nice. So I might do that again. But this one I'll be rolling out, don't need to have it in. And then I did go into my Serengeti highlighter a few times as well. This is really beautiful. This is the one that's a little less icy tone. So maybe I'll pull the icy one now that we're in winter and I'm in my cool tones. This is really, really pretty. All right, in terms of lip products, this is everything I used this month. So I did try all, oops, I think you're too close. I have no space, hold on. Okay, here we go. I did try all 3 of these now from Colourpop. This was from the collection that I picked up, the Haunted Mansion one. So I tried this one on camera when I did my Get Ready With Me. And then I've tried this one. I wore this one twice. And then I wore this one again on camera. And it was quite dark. So I did actually like all 3 of these. They're just 2 of them are extremely vampy. I went into a lot of liquid lips this month, which is not surprising because that's what I tend to do in the winter. So I've got 2 of my Maybelline vinyl inks. I really like these. I actually just wore this one yesterday. So this is Peppy and this is Peachy. Did I go into any of the others? No. Okay, so these are the only 2 of the Maybelline vinyl that I went into. I think I have 4 now, but really enjoyed these. I'm sure I will go back into them this next month. Some more liquid lips here, some random ones. So let me see, where are my liquid lips? Where are my liquid lips? Or maybe actually there's a lot of lip gloss in here too. Okay, so I went into 2 of these, the Etude Fixing lip tints. So I've got Coral Breeze and Woody Pink. I really, really enjoy these 2. I also went into my Ofra Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Nude Potion. Gorgeous little nude shade. A little bit like too light sometimes. I do find that sometimes it's just a little too light. I've got, this is Milky Lip Gloss Salted Caramel from NYX. I went into this a few times. Some of these I went into them more than once. I just enjoy myself. And then I've got the High Key Gloss in the shade Peach Pink from Kimchi. Really like that one. All right, some more lip glosses or like lip oils. So I've got another Maybelline. This is the Lifter. And this one is in the shade Stone. I think my favorite shade of this kind. It's really beautiful. I went into this from Colourpop, my lip oil in the shade Rosebud. I thought I'd lost this, but I found it in a bag. So I went into that one. This one I went into actually just for a video. This is from Glam Shop. It's a color changing lip gloss. Magic, I guess that's what it's called. I don't know what else it's called. It makes your lips bright pink, so it's kind of fun. But if you're not going for that, then you might not like it. So some lipsticks. I went into my Ciate Miss Piggy lipstick again. So that one and was fun. And I went into my Rimmel London in the shade Candy. This is like a really icy pink one, so that was fun. And then I went into my Makeup Factory nude lipstick as well. It looks kind of messy because I've been like pairing it with other stuff. So those look pretty messy. I have one liner here. This is NYX Line Loud in the shade Trophy Life. I've got another lip cream. This is NYX and this is Zurich. I love this shade. It's a very underrated shade. And then I have my e.l.f. lipstick Dash of Pink that I went into once as well. And then also, not to mention, because I usually forget to talk about this, but I went to my NYX Butter Gloss and this is in my project pan. So I did go into that a few times as well this month. So those are all the lip products that I used, which is quite a lot. All right, so I thought I was just filming this just then and I wasn't. So what I was talking about is I'm gonna be pulling these 2. I did speak about them in my beauty bank. I did pick these up from Singe Beauty. I got the Ribeting Rhubarb and the Persistent Persimmon Blush. And I'm gonna pull both of these, even though I've decided to keep this one out. The tones are quite a bit different. So I'm gonna have quite a lot of blush to play with this month. And so that's going to be fun. I think also in terms of a highlighter, because I mentioned it, this is the WhatsUp Beauty highlighter, but this is the more icy one that I haven't been using. This is Acacia Wild, or Wild Acacia. I don't really know how you say that, but this is very beautiful, but it's super icy and pink. So I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this now. So I'm gonna pull that one as well. And I think in terms of a primer, I do tend to get quite dry in the winter time. I'm wondering, maybe, I think I want to finish my Bobbi Brown, as much as I hate to say that. I mean, look, it's all settled obviously, but it's all like on the side here. So I've got about less than half, I think. So I really think I'm able to pull this because I really do like it and it's very moisturizing. I think also I'm going to pull these two. I couldn't really figure out which foundation to pull, but this has got really good coverage, but it might be a little bit drying. So I'm also going to pull the Wet n Wild, and maybe potentially I will mix the two because this is very dewy, just in case the days where this is a little bit too drying. So I'm going to pull both of these. And I don't really remember the last time I used this. Oh, this is a new one for me and I forgot that I had it. So I'm going to pull this. This is, I bought this from, I don't even think I've mentioned this in a video, but I bought this from my local like supermarket, and it's just the Illuminating corrector powder. I think, I've not really tried it, but I think it's just going to be like a good finishing powder. So I'm going to pull this as well and just see how it is. This is the brand name, and it's just basically in my local Pindos. So if you know Portugal, you've probably seen this, but they have like a large collection of skincare, makeup, hair care, whatnot. And so I actually pulled this. I forgot to mention it because I completely forgot that I bought it. So I'm going to pull that one. I think I'm also going to pull this. This is Makeup Factory, and it is this bronzer that I pulled, bought back in September, and I haven't used. It's a mineral satin bronzer. And yeah, let me pull this and get some more use out of it. I am trying to pan quite a lot of bronzers at the moment. So I might, even if I just go into this twice this next month, I think that's fine because I don't want to completely neglect it. All right, and then I'm gonna pull my Wet n Wild. I think this is a good one potentially to roll into a project pan at some point, but I'm gonna pull it to get some more use out of it. I do remember liking it, but then I feel like the last time I used it, I wasn't so sure. So I'm gonna pull this. I think I'm also gonna pull this just because I'm not sure what that powder is gonna be like. So it's the Essence Fix and Last. I'm just trying to get through some of these. So I've got like quite a lot left of this, probably a little more than halfway. But yeah, I'll pull this one as well, because I did recently have this one in my Shop My Stash, the e.l.f. Halo Glow, which I really do like, but it's very glowy. And I think I'm not going to want to be super glowy. So I'm going to pull this one because this is more matte. Okay, so this is my lip drawer, and also my smaller medium-sized palettes sit in here. And so if you don't know, I pull my lip products as I go throughout the month. That's why at the beginning of this video, I go through everything I use. So I'm not going to pull anything for my lips right now. I already am working on 2 mascaras. I don't want to open up another mascara, but I do have these fun little things that I got, which I didn't get a chance to try in the Haunted Mansion haul. So I've got these Supershocks. This is called Eyeing You. I think I'm going to pull these two. This is the blue, and I thought this was kind of fun. And I think I'm going to pull this other blue, which is called Creepin. Yeah, I think I'm going to pull these two just for fun. If I don't go into them, it is what it is, but I'd like to try. So I'm going to pull these two just to remind myself that I have them now. I'm wondering if I should try to pull this. It's this one. So this is from WhatsUp Beauty, and it was their really like liner, like their felt tip. I don't know what this is. It's like color shifting, but I couldn't figure out how to use it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, but it is a very light shade. Nah, you know what? I think this is probably going to be better for the summertime. All right, so I'm going to pull this one. This is my NARS Stargaze palette. This is one of their holiday palettes from 2 years ago. If I can open it. Oh my gosh, I can open it. Okay, yeah, this one I want to pull for sure because I just don't get, oh, you can't see it. I don't get a lot of use out of it, and I really want to use it more. So, and I think I'm into these tones. I'm going to pull this one. I'm also going to pull this. This is a brand new palette for me, the Glaminatrix Rich Romantics. I've only done one look with it, so I want to do more. So this one is also going to be pulled. I think also I want to pull my Aurora Struck from Colourpop. This is a palette that I have not really enjoyed and I've been quite vocal about it, but there are definitely shades in here that I still have yet to use. It is quite a dark palette, but I want to pull it. All right, so I not only pulled 3 palettes, but I do have quite a lot of palettes that are floating around and I didn't want to pull too much. And I kind of do want to go into these 3. So yeah, I didn't want to inundate myself with palettes this month. It is Saturday morning as well, and my son is walking around making noises in the background. So apologies if that upsets anyone who's watching. I put my hair back. We're going to go into it. So I'm excited to go into some of these because, you know, quite a few of these are newer or just like items I haven't gone into in a while. I'm going to go into the Bobbi Brown primer though. I just love this. I know this is very expensive, but and you can find some good dupes. Like I feel like the Primark dupe is actually pretty good for this. I can't really like ever really explain what it smells like. It's kind of lemony, but not really. It's like a lemon. It's like but it's not like super sharp like a lemon. It's like one of those lemon cakes that you would get, like a tea cake. It's that sort of vein, but it's really nice and it's quite. It's nice. I don't know. It's nice. And it's very moisturizing. I really do enjoy it. I've been wanting to buy another one, but I'm like, I don't need to buy another one because I do already have the Primark dupe. So I probably should finish this one, do the, you know, work on the Primark dupe, and then maybe buy it again, but whatever. Okay, so I did pull 2 foundations. What I'm going to wear today. I think I'm going to do a mix of the 2. Actually, let's just try it. Let's do a mix of the 2. Like I said, I haven't used these in a while. But I do think I like them. This one is just a lot thicker. And then the, what is this? Wet n Wild is dewy and runny. So I feel like together they would work quite well, right? This also comes with like a weird thing. And I've just made a mess as always. It's nice. So I'm just going to put both of them. You can see like the consistency is completely different. The Wet n Wild looks a little bit lighter, so I've got my tree up. I usually do, you can see it's really light. I usually do right at the beginning of November, but I don't know, this year I just wasn't feeling it. Also, I'm not complaining, but it doesn't help that the weather is absolutely beautiful. Though it's like so sunny and it's so warm throughout the day. The nights are cold, but the day feels like summer. So me, you know, putting my Christmas tree up did feel a little bit weird, especially this year because it's so mild at the moment. We really haven't got winter yet, which is fine. Like we've had a few bad days of like rain and stuff, but nothing like the previous years or like other parts of the world. So usually, yeah, the 1st of November, I would put my Christmas tree up and I didn't. But then this last weekend I wanted to. So it is up now. I still haven't done all the rest of the decorations. Like we have some lights to go outside. But like I feel like it's so weird because it just doesn't seem like winter outside. Okay, this is so much cool. This is way too light. Like what am I doing? I will look like a ghost. How is this, like what is this not my shade? These are not my shades, obviously. I don't know what my shade is anymore. These are not my shades. Look at me, I'm not matching whatsoever. Okay. Well, we did pull a bronzer, but I will say at night, just because obviously it's darker now at night, it's been so lovely to have the tree and we've managed to be able to put it like right where we like watch TV and stuff. Normally it's kind of more by the sitting, the dining table, but because we got a new sofa this year, it takes up less room right in the corner of where the TV is. So we've shifted the TV a little bit and the tree fits perfectly now in the corner and right by the window. So anyone who's outside can see the lights and stuff. And I don't know, I like it. I like it. We're just sitting there watching. Like it makes me want to sit now in the living room at night because the tree looks really pretty. During the day, it looks kind of still trashy. I mean, I feel like Christmas decorations never look good during the day, especially if it's nice and sunny outside. It just looks a little bit odd. It looks like you're having Christmas in July, which literally this is what it looks like. It's weird. We had such a mild summer and now I feel like summer is here, which is strange. And I'm not outside tanning or anything, which I guess I should be, but you know, I kind of welcome the cold and the winter. Like I like seasonal shifts and that's the reason why I think I've said this before, that's the reason why I didn't want to stay in Florida, is because really it's only January time when it gets just a little bit colder than normal and you could put some long sleeves on and kind of get away with it. But otherwise, the whole year, it's like madness, and you don't really have that seasonal change at all. And I was really missing it. I was getting like it was not even like I guess you could call it a seasonal depression, but in the opposite way. You know what I mean? And then when you go to England, it's so gray and glum and just kind of depressing. But coming here, at least there's a little bit of a shift. And we did have a very disappointing summer, and I will say, like, even just an hour south, they had a way better summer than us. So we just lived under this little bubble of bad weather over the summer, which was so stupid. I'm gonna go into my bronzer from Makeup Factory, but whatever, it is what it is. So now we're having like an Indian summer, which is really nice. The last couple of weekends we've been going on walks by the beach, which has been really nice too, and taking our dog with us, and it's just been really, really nice. And we're not going to do that today just because my son's going to a birthday party today. So a little girl in his nursery is turning 5. So he has a little birthday to go to. He has a birthday to go to, I think, in 2 weeks' time too. There's a lot of birthdays in his nursery. And obviously his is going to be in February. So we haven't actually done anything for his birthday in terms of a parties. But it just seems that maybe this year we will, potentially. I don't know. He's just not that type of child. Like, he doesn't, I don't think he really cares, but I might be completely wrong, and it'd be nice for the memory. So I think we're going to do that because he turns 5 in February. So I think we'll do something. We'll do something. All right, had a little bit of a pee break. My son needed to go and my dog needed to go. So anyway, back to what was I talking about? I don't even know. So I actually really like this bronzer. I think it's nice. I think it's gonna be nice for the winter too. So I'm glad I picked it up. I also feel like I'm less like a ghost compared to my body. So I think it did the trick. For the powder, should I put this under my eyes? I think I'm just gonna do the loose powder for now under my eyes. It's nice that they do have like decorations up. We went to the mall yesterday and they have all the Christmas decorations up already. And I was gonna get a matching Christmas pajama set with me and my son, but it looked like it was gonna be way too hot because generally on Christmas Day we can wear t-shirts. Like, it's never really been cold so far since we've moved here. So, and these were like long sleeve and they were all woolly. So I thought we would probably sweat. So I didn't pick them up. It's something that I wanted to have though. So I might just go on Amazon and get some that have like short sleeves. Because I don't like being hot when I'm sleeping. I'm a hot sleeper. So, you know, even if I just wear it throughout the day, that's fine. But if I'm going to try to sleep in it, I just don't think that's going to work for me. So anyway, let's do this blush. So I think I'm going like a warm, right? Although I did pick up cool tone palettes. No, let's do the pink. Let's do the pink one. This is the one I've already used, but let's just go into it anyway. This is the Ribeting Rhubarb from Singe Beauty. Obviously she has some other shades, but I did pick up these 2 shades because I got them on monolith, so I didn't have to pay like crazy shipping. So if you are in Europe, you don't realize these are on monolith, so you can pick them up to try them. And I think they're really pretty and they're quite pigmented. But yeah, I haven't tried the other one, but I will now that I pulled it from my Shop My Stash. So they're like matte, but there's a little bit of a sheen, but I don't know if you can really see. Actually, I do see the sheen now that I'm looking. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but there is a sheen to them, but it's not like a shimmery blush, which I do appreciate. Okay, let's go into this one from WhatsUp Beauty. This is beautiful. So we're gonna go Swirly Swirl. And I'm going to just swirl all in there. Pretty. All right, and now we're gonna go into this one. So this, completely forgot I bought, which is terrible of me. But like I said, I think it's more like a finishing powder. So we're just gonna go all in and just see if it does anything. Honestly, I'm just gonna use it more as like a setting powder. All right, I'm very powdery. I don't mind it. It hasn't given me like a shine or anything, but I don't think it's like pure matte. So I think it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so eyeshadow palettes. A part of me really just wants to go into this one because I know I hate it. And I haven't used it at all this year, but I don't think I've used the Stargaze from NARS either. So I think these two pair really nicely together, and maybe if I have time, I'll go into this one. I have gone into it on camera on a different video. And let me just look at all of the mattes. Like, okay, yeah, there's like hardly any like light mattes that I can really go into. There is, yeah, there's none. There's this one. That's like a taupey shade. These two have the glitters in them, but I could go into them. They're like a lighter gray, although like with a hints of like blue or green. And then they have these dark ones too. So not a huge amount of variety in terms of the mattes in here. Let me look at the NARS Stargaze. I really like this palette, and I've barely used it. This is also very dark. And then the Glaminatrix is really pretty, but I think I'll save this for another time. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go into this one today. Okay, so I think let's go into, I did pull these two. It might be fun to be able to go into at least one of these. So maybe let's stick with the Aurora Struck. I'm gonna go into Spiraling, even though it has like the glitter to it. So not the glitter, but like those little particles. I'm gonna go into this one and treat it as though it's just a normal matte. Oh wait, no, this one doesn't have, oh no, it does, it does. They're very faint, but it does have those. It's not like a true matte. I'm gonna go into this and see how I feel. It might be fine actually. Have any of you got this palette? Do you feel the same as me? I've not really seen anyone complain about this palette as much as I have, and I feel like it's just a me thing, or I ended up with some dud shades. Although this shade is looking fine. It's going on fine. It actually seems all right. So maybe I'll eat my words and maybe this won't be so bad. All right, I think I'm gonna go into Geomagnetic, which is this matte down here. It's like a darker one now. So let me know, have you got your Christmas stuff up, or do you wait until after Thanksgiving? I've actually seen a lot of people online saying, I've got my Christmas stuff, so I feel like I'm not the only one. You know, where people go crazy for other holidays. I don't, but for Christmas, I generally am always early. And this is the first year where I have just not really, like by now I should have had everything up, and I don't. I've just done the bare minimum of the Christmas tree. You know, we've got all the boxes out. I just haven't unpacked them all and put all the decorations. And I really wanted to go shopping to find some more stuff if I need to, because I haven't laid everything out. I haven't done that. Oh, and this is another thing. Like, I was actually trying to film it, and I was going to try to attempt to do Vlogmas this year, but I have to tell you, I got so frustrated with the tree. I deleted the footage. I got so frustrated with the tree because it just wouldn't work for me. Like, I got so mad. I just deleted it. It was like a I had a moment with the tree. Let me just tell you that, okay? And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Oh gosh, what is wrong with me? But yeah, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling like it should be Christmas. So I think, you know, I don't want the weather to change, but I think if the weather changes, I might feel a little bit more. But at the same time, I'm like, no, don't, it's so beautiful, don't do that. So I'm like in two minds about it. Okay, so I've done like this let me just zoom you in so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, I've done this like gray look so far. I'm gonna go into Cosmic Ray. Actually, I'm gonna just swatch this one because I don't remember what this one looks like, or am I going to Diamond? Actually, oh no, this is Dynamo, not Diamond. So this is like a dark purple. I don't want to go to purple. So Cosmic Ray, I have gone into this one before. Okay, this is a purple with a shift. It's got like a little bit of a blue shift, which I think might work because I do want to use that jelly much. So also not like super dark. So I think I'm gonna go into this and put this over Yeah, this has a little bit of purple, but it's not as purpley. So I think this will work. All right, that's pretty. I mean, I could leave it at that, but I don't want to. Okay, so I think that's it for this palette. Okay, so all those shades were actually pretty nice. I think, do I want to go into anything in here? I think I do. I think I want to go into this and put it as an inner corner matte. I think that might be a lot of fun. So let's find a brush that's going to make sense for that. I'm like, I don't want to go into purple, and now I do a purple look. But it's like a little bit different, right? So I'm just dragging it underneath as well. God, my son is not happy. I don't know if you can hear him, but he just wants to complain all the time. He's gotten such an attitude problem. I'm not afraid to say it, but like, and you ask him something and he goes, no, I'm not happy about it. I am really, really hoping it's a phase. Honestly, ever since he restarted nursery this year, there's been a few new kids, and I do feel like his attitude has changed. So I really hope he's not picking up on other kids' behavior, or it's just like a normal thing. I mean, he's 4.5 now. He's going to be 5 in February. I don't know, maybe it's a thing. He didn't really have the terrible 2, so maybe this is the terrible 4.5s. I don't know, but he's like a horrible little monster now at the moment. He just, and he's so rude. He's saying no to everything. Like, I'm happy that he's saying no, because then he's actually like telling us stuff as opposed to not. Like, he's nonverbal. He doesn't speak, but he has been picking up some stuff. So his communication's always been what he's struggled with. But so the fact that he's saying no is really, really encouraging, but at the same time, he's saying no in the worst possible way sometimes. So, you know, and my patience is wearing thin, but it's fine. I mean, he's learning, but I think he's just adopted some really negative attitude, and I don't like it. So I'm hoping that it passes. Okay, I'm gonna go into, that was a pretty shade. This is actually more of a satin, I just realized, and it's quite powdery. I only went into it just for this, and you can see it's quite powdery. So I'm gonna go into the Jelly Much. I think I'm gonna pull this one, this lighter one, which is Creeping. This is really pretty. I'm going to put this just here. I think this would work quite nicely as a little bit more of a pop. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Still really subtle, but it's noticeable. What do we think of that? I feel like I just don't have a proper mirror in front of me. So I just don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this looks, yeah, that's pretty. I kind of think I need to deepen out the outside a little bit. Maybe I'll go back into the Aura Strut, because there's a lot of dark shades in here. We might as well use them. I think I'm just going to go into this one, which is Icelandic. It's very similar to this one that I went into. It's just a little bit darker. So I think we'll just go into that. I don't want to do like a black, and these other ones look more black toned. So this is a little bit more gray tone, and I think it will work a little bit better. Now, this is quite nice. This is a nice look. Cool tone. I'm in my cool tone era. A warm tone face and a cool tone vibe, I think. But it's nice. I kind of like it. That's pretty. That's pretty. I think I'm going to use the 4D Misha. This one I feel like is kind of running out of steam, but I have been enjoying it a little bit more than when I first picked it up. But I do think it's drying up a little bit. So you can see the difference. There's lashes without lashes. So, and that's just one layer. I think it's pretty decent. I think I'm going to go into the highlighter, and I'm going to just do a little bit more of a highlighter right in the corner there of my eyes. I'm going to go into the lightest part. Yeah, I think that's pretty. And I think I'm going to go into What's a Beauty, my matte lipstick. Maybe this one. This one looks nice. I think I'm going to go into, this one is called Seba. Let me try this one. I mean, I've tried all of these, but very pretty. Okay, I need a mirror again. I need a mirror. I mean, I have a mirror in front of me. It's just, I just don't think it's very good. Oh yeah, this is definitely the vibe. Yum, yum, yum.
Very, very pretty. This is from their Egyptian collection, and they kindly sent it to me, and I feel like I haven't really like talked about it enough. So anyway, that is very, very pretty. Very pretty. I like this look. I feel like I should go out and do something now. Gosh, I had such a good hair day yesterday, and now it's just... Does anyone do the same, where the first day is their best day and then all the rest of the days they just can't figure out their hair? Like, I am like that. I don't know. I don't know. But it's just what it is. Okay, so I feel like everything looked really nice, actually. I don't think anything turned out badly. I mean, I have tried all of these before, so that kind of makes sense. Aside from this, which looks fine. So I think, yeah, I don't know. I even like the eyeshadow, and I was a little bit, I'm very iffy about this palette, but I obviously didn't go into the majority of the palette. I don't know, maybe I will change my mind about this. I mean, there's even like these greens that I've never touched. I really need to play with this palette, so I'm glad that I pulled it. But yeah, I did like a cool tone look, and I think it worked perfectly. And I also was able to go into one shade on the NARS. So I think there's another Get Ready With Me that I want to do this month. And it's more of like for me to like talk through what's happened. It's more for me to like do like a recap. But I wanted to do, because like it's been like a year now since I basically lost a good portion of my hair. And I cut it all off, and I have like some really shocking images of what my hair really looked like, and it's been like a whole year of me trying to grow it out and get it healthier. And so I might do a Get Ready With Me, and I might do it with this one again, because I already did one with this, but obviously going into shades that I've never gone into, like more specifically probably this one, these browns over here. I think like that would be gorgeous. Maybe a pink or two. I don't know, I would really like to go into this. It just wasn't the vibes for today, but I have a whole month to play with it anyway, and I might not even do that one. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and get your Christmas stuff up. Even if you don't celebrate, do it anyway. All right, I'll see you all next time. Bye.